Hey guys, how you doing? I welcome you to this episode on True Be Told podcast. You see, our guest is already. She's giving you sign. I'm not even intro.
We are here. The Busayo David is here.
I'm not even doing introduction. But yeah, I'm here with somebody really amazing. I'm sure some of you guys already know her already, but if you don't know her, I'm going to leave her to do the intro. So tell us who you are, ma.
Hi guys, welcome to Truth Be Told podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have my amazing self here, Busayo David. I'm a relationship teacher and also a mental health advocate.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here today.
Yeah.
In fact, really, I'm so happy to be
It's
here.
a great privilege to have you.
You are my G now.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
You get my house. You see what she's even putting on? She put on her jacket. She flew all the way from the States.
Guys, I'm
just to be here.
The heat.
All the way from the States.
Sun.
You know,
we don't do this.
You see,
in the
we have to
UK.
be fanning her like this.
We don't do this in the UK.
Yeah.
We don't.
I
You know,
understand.
I heard something about legal, but I just thought I should give you guys the benefit
Hey,
of the doubt.
Don't
Oh
vex.
man, I can't wait to go back.
Don't vex.
I
I know you're going to cut your flight immediately you are done here.
Immediately.
So sorry
Flight
about
for
that.
3 p.m.
So
Immediately
sorry
I'm
about
done.
that. Yeah.
Gone.
So today we came to come and discuss something really, really important because
Yeah.
we want to have mercy on some people. Right? So
Yeah.
as you all know, we're in that season of love again, that Valentine's season. And we know that a lot of single Pringle are not Pringling right now because, come to think about it, I've always felt like life has never been easy for single people right from the time of the scriptures, like from the beginning of the Bible, to be honest. Right? I'm not gonna lie. You know why? Because one day I was thinking about it. You know this part of the story of Noah when it was God told him to pack everybody in twos, even the animals,
In twos. Even goats. Even stubborn goats.
even goats in twos,
Even goats.
and you're the only one. And only you're just one person here.
Just imagine if they come in twos right now.
What will you say?
Otito.
What will you say? So sorry, so don't be pressured. Don't be pressured. We're here to support your system.
Yeah.
We are here to help you. So today we'll be talking about the relationship board and all of that. Right? I don't even really have a topic particularly, but I know you'll be able to relate. Probably after everything, then I give it a topic. Right? That's good, right?
That's fine.
All right. So I have my tab with me because I know the person I'm sitting down with, man. She's really loaded. Trust me, guys. Trust me.
Give me my flag.
Huh?
Give me my flag.
It's a lot.
Ogami.
No.
Ogami.
Don't let's do this.
Ogami.
Let's
You lay hands on me.
Let's go straight to the point.
You lay hands on me.
All right. So you know what? Let me just start with this here.
Yeah.
How can you know that, or should I put it like, what is really the essence of relationship? Because in this gen today, relationship, if you remove sex and money, there's nothing remaining literally in many relationships.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of it, right? There are still some relationships that are doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
But basically in our generation right now, if money and sex is being removed, nothing is there anymore.
Single.
So do you know how can you describe the whole relationship in this our generation? Well, to you, what's your perspective? How do you see it? What do you feel like is the problem?
In this generation, especially what I see,
Yeah.
what we see on
Yeah.
social media, we see that most relationships are transactional. You know, it's give
transactional.
me, I give you 50-50. What do you bring to the table? If you have nothing to bring to the table, I'm out. You know, how much can you give me? What can you give me? What's the vacation
Exactly,
deal?
true.
If you're not doing that, then no. And then we also have, in fact, there are different type of people that you find in the dating street today. We see that we are doing 50-50. Then we have the second type of people who is if you're not getting married. In fact, this one I'm not even checking to see if the person is even ready for the marriage or mentally, physically, they just want to be married.
Let's
so we
just
have those
do
ones
it,
too.
yeah.
And you will now see them 1 year into the marriage.
They're scattered.
You see
Why?
their stories on blogs.
Why?
Bars both fighting,
You know-
dragging themselves.
You know why I feel causes these things specifically? I just feel like there's, to me, the way I choose to see it most of the time is the fact that there are a lot of people who are making efforts on their personal lives. Like in their careers, right? Today we have a lot of successful lawyers, a lot of successful doctors, right? A lot of successful people in whatever they are practicing, right? But when it comes to relationship and marriage, there's like a problem. It's almost like people don't believe that they need to learn about these things. Why do you feel like we relegate it so much? Because to me, I feel like probably because of the way our parents were, right? The way they did it then, and it worked for some of them, that they didn't have to do this whole intro that we used to do. Do you feel like this is what is indirectly playing in our generation, whereby we just want to go with the flow? We don't want to learn about it before getting into it, right?
Yeah, I feel like in our generation, a lot of us are self-aware, and we have access to the internet. We have role models. We have people that we can model our lives after. But in their own generation, it was just them and their parents. Excuse me.
No problem.
And their parents. So they had culture as well. So it was like a standard. You're 25, you're 26.
It's time
you have
to
a
go.
farm. It's time to go. They just know what they needed to
do
per season. But for us, is it you that you're just finishing school at 30?
You never even get jobs.
You
don't wire you.
You know, the pressure is worse. It's getting worse.
Exactly.
So for us, a lot of factors have to be considered, for money, to even health, to even jackpot. So people are not going to date if you're not going to jackpot.
True.
So there's jackpot compatibility too. So it's just a lot, and that's why we see people making mistakes. And why don't they want to learn about it? It's because we are too woke.
Overworked generation.
We are too
like
woke.
to a
we
default.
Feel like we know it. You see two people, your friend they serve that breakfast, you to the serve it, but don't be advising yourself.
Like, bro, what do you want to learn?
Like how?
What do you want to learn?
Isn't it the pointer to tell you that it's actually time to seek external advice?
Look for those good examples out there.
We also don't have time. I think we want relationship, right? But we don't have the patience. We don't have the time to, or we don't just see it as. But for
something
some of us, yes. And I'm not going to be biased. Let's talk about Christianity.
Yes, actually.
For some of us believers, we understand what these things are,
important,
right? So that's why you see us attending people like
those
Pastor
summits
Kingsley,
and all of that.
and all of those things. We attend conferences.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people in the secular world, if you tell an average guy in the secular system, and if you tell him, let's go for marriage counseling, he can tell you, no, this marriage
exactly. You know, some of them be like, I was speaking to somebody, sorry to cut you short, I was speaking to somebody the other day, and the person was like, oh, you don't know that all of these guys actually have their own issues.
In fact, did you see the slang? They said marriage counselor, we are going, they use fry pan beating wife. You see, now people are I don't know who started that evil thing. Honestly. I'm sure that thing never happened. I mean, someone just woke up one morning and then started circulating that.
Honestly, because I feel like it's a real problem. When I was speaking to that person the other day, the person told me, and I was like, the business world that you are, right? Because the person is a business person. Do you feel like the person doesn't have issues too? Do you feel like the person hasn't lost money too?
Yeah.
Right? So because of, and this even brings me to the talk of people talking down on those who actually had failed before in a particular area of their life, but now they've learned, they've grown, and they are better in that thing, right? Then people talk them down that, no, you can't talk about this, that you that had a failed marriage. I truly believe that even if you failed in something before, as long as you open your ears to hear, your heart to listen, and all of that, you can get better, and you can advocate for it.
And besides, we can't even write people off because they feel that something.
Exactly.
And I don't know why there's always an exemption when it comes to marriage and relationship. That they serve me breakfast doesn't mean I can't still speak about.
It's the truth. That even makes
a doctor doesn't mean you will not fall sick or you won't have typhoid. You just have the solution. And the thing is, people don't understand that you need a counselor or a therapist in a relationship, not only when you have
problems, exactly.
When they serve you breakfast, but this person can act as the third eye for you. So they can see the blind spot that you don't even see. Because when we are in love, Sometimes we don't even go with our senses. It takes the grace of God. So both of us in love, So it takes a third party to look at you and say, okay, the both of you are in love, you're doing good, but then look at this area, work on
Look
this
at
area, look at this
exactly.
one. You don't have to really, you don't have to be going through like a difficult time in your relationship before you see a therapist or a counselor, before you
Yes.
talk to someone,
Yes.
right? The person can just sit down and look at you and say, okay, Tunde, Tunde, you're watching this.
Tunde,
You're watching this. Tunde,
Cletus Evelistus.
exactly. Cletus, see this part, this area, work on it. Else, 3 months, 4
It'll
months
be a
from now, it
problem.
will be a challenge.
Exactly.
You know, so
Exactly.
that's it. I think we really need to start embracing relationship teachers, counselors, and then even books, materials. Don't just go in and say it's like saying you're going to the university, but then you're not reading, you're not listening to your lecturer. Marriage is a forever journey. It is too long to do it by yourself.
Exactly.
You are too proud.
You know this thing. You know something I even learned recently, right? I was doing a study one day, and I realized that when it comes to making relationship and marriage decisions, it is like you placing a bet on your life, on your future.
Yeah.
Like you're placing a bet on your future that this thing is going to work out.
I think that's one of the most important decisions you make.
Honestly,
in your life.
because
that's one of the most risky
it's the truth.
investments you would make in your life.
Because if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever area of career or whatever you may be doing, you're going to retire one day. But this is something that you're going to do for a long time, except you want to divorce, of which we know what that means, right? We know what that means. Except you want to do that, then I don't know what to say to you. But if that's not your intention, if you want a working family, that your children will also pray for you, that daddy, mommy, you did a good thing for us. Also, to be honest,
I want to say that people that had divorce or people that they said didn't even know that it was going to happen. People that cheated on their partner didn't even have plans that they were going to cheat on their partner. So I feel like a lot of people don't want bad relationship, but they don't prepare also for the good ones. So we just come in and say, hey, I'm never going to cheat on you. So what measures have you put in place to ensure that you won't cheat on this person? I'm not going to.
What boundaries?
What are you doing about
principles?
it? So it is what you're doing about it that's where the relationship teacher comes in. That's where learning also comes in. You cannot say, the Bible says, he that says he will stand, better watch, else
let
you
it
will fall.
take it. Exactly.
See, you can't say you can do it yourself. It's a lie. Do what works for me is also the slang that is the people they do what works for me. That is evil. You can't do what works for you. You can't say because beating your wife makes her respect you. Means okay, because you've been doing this, so it works for you. One day she wake up and stab you. She go shoot you.
Honestly, you know, it's still part of what you said. This overworked generation. So this will make me even go into something now. You know, when it comes to the area of specs, right? You know, everybody has a standard, right? We all have a standard in our head that this is the person, the kind of person that we want, or the kind of person that we desire. We've placed the picture in our head already. I was speaking to somebody the other day, and the person was like, if he's not a tall guy, you know me, I'm a very down to earth guy actually.
You are brief.
I said you away from my story. So right,
straight to the point.
I'm a very down. It's okay. So I won't say that again. I won't say that again. So really, I was speaking to her that day, and she was like, she if he's not a tall guy, she's not doing right. And I was like, it's quite nice that you have a desire and a standard, but the truth is that what if that's not what God wants for you? Right? Because I think that one of the problems is that sometimes we make our wants and those things that we desire supersede what God wants for us. And it becomes a problem. I feel like that is the reason why some people get into a relationship that they end up regretting, right? Because you choose by your own standard.
Yeah, the thing is, I feel like people don't choose the partner they need. They choose the partner they want.
Exactly. And there are two different things. Exactly
what I want now. I might even tell you that I want a white guy. That is a want.
Exactly.
You know, but looking at it very well, their culture and our culture doesn't match. It will take a while for me to adjust. Honestly. And I'm not sure I'm even ready for all of that. The person cannot even eat amala and a wedu. And that one is very important. Like, how can we be in love and you're not saying I bought amala here?
How you know go fit chop am?
Like, how you go fit chop amala? Guy, like amala.
Yeah, bro.
You say you're in love.
Guy,
wrong. That's That's an insult.
Well,
So
really,
you see, but that's a want. But
exactly.
then what you really need,
What you believe,
is substance.
right?
Is substance.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, when you get in, I feel like so many people are just always carried away by the sweet love stories than the actual work.
What the kind of pictures
Right?
they can take.
exactly.
Is it people
You know,
saying,
there's
marry fine man, we get wife? Because people take
exactly,
cute pictures
exactly.
and post.
Do you
Like
get
cute babies alive.
so you get married to a fine man, which is not bad. I'm not
of
saying don't
course.
get married to a fine person also.
Nobody is even
But
ugly.
exactly.
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. The person you are
God
saying
bless
is
you.
fine. Exactly.
Exactly.
The person is ugly.
It's the truth.
So
we are not saying you shouldn't do that, but make sure that you're not doing it just because of those things. Because another reason why you shouldn't do it for that reason is because those things that you probably the physiques that you like the person for, probably the money, all of those physical substance.
money can
How about
go.
if those things go?
Money can go.
I was telling somebody one day that the person you eventually want to marry, right? If you get married to this person, the person is very handsome, is tall. God forbid. I don't pray for this should happen to anybody. No, we're not saying that. But what if a day after you get into the marriage, maybe hot oil pour on the person's face, and the face got
there's
burnt?
this couple I follow on Instagram. She's a survivor of 90%. But it happened 2 months after their wedding.
Wow, you can imagine.
The lady everywhere from face to
you can imagine.
They are in their abroad. 90%. Guy.
So you can imagine something like that, to be honest. So if something like that happened, what will you really stand with? A lot
of us will walk away.
That's basically
but these guys
truth.
still stood with this. In fact, they're doing their marriage and canceling it online now.
Wow.
These guys still stood. I'll share their page with you.
Now that's actually love. Sincerely, it's beyond just the physical. The physical is beyond just the money, right? That's what love should be about. Because even if it's not accident, eventually this person will get hold one day.
Yeah.
You both grow. Those things will start. You look like I'm a very handsome man.
My brother used to say that people women are just like man. He said, do you know how I know? Go look at an 8-year-old woman. No more bomb, no more pain. She just has
everything just goes. Like seriously. So all of those things that you've been craving for a long time is not there anymore, and then it becomes a problem for you. You no longer you can't cope with it anymore. Right? So the reason why you should love exactly is it should be just more than the physical side.
Because really anybody can love a beautiful woman.
It's the truth.
Anybody,
man.
In fact, if the guy comes, this is for two ladies. If the guy comes and he say, "Oh, you are beautiful," that's not even enough reason. He just compliment. That's just a compliment. Why do you want to be with that? You are beautiful. Your smile is beautiful. And so, what else? What else? What else? What else? There should be something else. What else?
Tangible things.
What else?
Because people even get carried away about these things, and they don't even look at the important stuffs like the person's value. The person belief. You know, when it comes to belief, some people will be like, it doesn't really matter as long as we all believe in what we are believing. Till you get into that marriage, you know how far, you know why it's really important. Seriously. So we're just telling you, be intentional. That's the message we're trying to pass when it comes to that.
Be intentional
man.
When choosing.
Be intentional when choosing. Don't just love, right? Love is good, but don't just love it for loving's sake.
I'm telling you, the thing about people that say God when is that they're not really ready for a relationship or a marriage. They just like the idea of being married, the cute pictures, the family pictures, TikTok.
You know, the idea of just love. You know, I used to say something that some people just love. Some people just love relationship, but they don't really want to do the work, right? Those things are more important than the actual work that needs to be done.
Some people just get into relationship because now I'm done. What next?
Exactly.
I have small money.
Pressure, all of those kind of things. So, to be honest, we just want you to set your priority right, right? When you're getting into a relationship, don't just do it because you want to do it. And you know the amazing thing, I don't know if we've mentioned it before, but this thing about spec, right? I feel like a lot of people, right, they try to have standards for themselves about who they want, but they are not becoming that kind of person as well. right?
I read somewhere that before you say you want this in a person, write down the list of what you want in a person and then become that list. And a lot of us, when a girl tells you that she wants a tall guy, it's not because she wants it, or it's because she's short.
Can you imagine?
Or all her life, or it's just a dream. I just want to date it. I want to know how it feels to be with a tall guy. So when I want to kiss him, I have to stretch.
Exactly.
Like, guy,
I can imagine. Or people who have struggled all their life, right? Then when it comes to the area of money, they just want to get married to somebody who has cashed out to big time. So it feels like
my mommy suffered, so I cannot suffer again. It's just trauma.
If you have a spec, right, you should work towards being attractive too as well, to be that kind of person the person wants. Because your spec. Amazing thing is that your spec also gets spec. Won't not say this life no balance, but it's just the truth. Seriously, so your spec has a spec as well. To be honest.
Don't leave me,
Mama. So really, to be honest, we're just saying you should be intentional, be honest with yourself. Don't just do it because you just love the idea. Do it because you want to be intentional about it, because you want to put the work into it, right? And look forward to watch people who have been successful in this area.
Exactly.
I think that a lot of people focus on the negatives of relationship than the positive side. That is why at the end of the day, when they get into it, it doesn't end up well. To be honest, because whatever you feed yourself with is what you become, literally, in this world. When you feed yourself every time, not even occasionally, every time with a particular thing, you've opened your heart down to bad influence already.
Things like, you see this married thing, it doesn't work.
Don't try it.
What you constantly attack, you cannot attract.
Exactly.
You keep attacking marriage,
Mama.
you keep attacking relationships.
Mama. Easy on us.
You keep saying men are scum. How do you want to attract good men?
It's the truth.
And women are bitches, women are good. How do you want to attract
it's the truth.
good women?
Sincerely.
Please.
So there's big work to do on your part.
Yeah, mindset.
Right? To be honest. So as you're saying, God when, also ensure
that you are ready.
Ensure that you are ready.
Yes.
Ensure that all these simple factors wouldn't be the reason that at the end of the day you get somebody who is right and then you mess everything up.
God.
Right? The amazing thing is that we all pursue that the person we want to be with shouldn't mess things up. But how about if it's you that messes it up?
Nobody wants to be with the wrong partner, right? But what if you are the wrong partner?
What if you are the wrong partner?
I mean, if
we're all praying not to be in the wrong. No, you have not seen a person that will be saying, "Oh God, please, I want to meet the wrong partner." No, no. See, everybody wants a good partner, right? Even a bad person.
Even a fraudster will tell you, I don't want to be in the wrong relationship.
Let her be a good, modest woman.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Even hook up babe will tell you, I don't want to be in the wrong relationship.
Honestly, it's not even a joke. This is actually true. Even a hook up babe want a God-fearing man.
A God-fearing sugar daddy.
And it's so shocking because you're not even that kind of person. So endeavor to also be that kind of person.
Or better still, everybody should go and date their type. Go and date your type. First start, join with first start. All of you go and meet your.
Don't stress the people that are putting the work, to be honest. Honestly speaking. Don't stress people that are putting the work.
Truth be told. Don't.
No, honestly. So that's it basically. Just be intentional. That's like really, I know we've said a lot already, and I know you've really gained from this, to be honest. And I can't wait to even hear your reviews. I know Busayo David has given you back to back.
My guy has been inspiring me all the way from London. I watch his videos all the way from London, and damn, this guy is so good. When are you coming to the UK?
I just want to check my schedule.
Okay.
And I'll see how it goes.
Then when you come, we just have lunch in Paris.
Exactly. We'll go to Paris.
Yeah.
But you're in UK. Paris is in UK.
Today. No, from UK we'll go to Paris. What is it? What is this?
Let's enjoy it.
Single Pringle, this is I don't stress yourself. Just eat and the way do relax. Eat. If you are lonely, eat. Food will not disappoint you. Eat good food. Yeah.
So we are after this video we are taking our next trip. You know where we used to meet inside your head. You know the imagination. That place we used to, that Paris in your head, you know.
Like,
we'll meet there. So please help me wrap up my show.
all right, guys. I had a fun time here.
Yep.
Nicholas is a good person. Are you single?
No, I'm heavenly taken.
Ah, so sorry.
I am.
In case you
No,
have
I'm
been eyeing
gone.
him,
No,
eyeing
let
him.
your eye close it. Close down.
Close down. We'll see you in the next. He will see you in the next video.
See you in the next
And
video.
Boya will come back.
Boya,
I will come back.
actually, it's visible. So
Alright,
guys, do
enjoy
well
your
to
Valentine.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Do well to
Please
subscribe.
subscribe. The more you subscribe, people see this video.
Exactly.
And
The more you
please
subscribe, the
always
more you like.
the video. So the algorithm can take it to
to other people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate.
Follow
I can't
us on
wait to
Instagram.
see you the next time.
Follow
Okay,
us
that's
on
even
Instagram.
true.
Follow us on Instagram.
Before I say can't wait to see you the next time. Follow us.
Bye bye.
So
Bye.
you could actually to follow us on Instagram, catch up with so many other content. I'm going to put it in the description, so you just follow it up, right?
Yeah.
So see you guys.